This video shows how you can ensure that the edge of one object lines up exactly with the edge of another object. This can be especially important when you are assigning values using parameters in the recharge, evapotranspiration, or evapotranspiration segments packages in ModFlow. In this example, the recharge package has already been selected and two parameters have been defined. Recharge parameter 1 has a value of 1 times 10 to the minus 8th meters per second. Recharge parameter 2 has a value of 2 times 10 to the minus 8th meters per second. This object uses one of the parameters to assign values to some of the cells. The recharge rate multiplier is multiplied by the parameter value to determine the recharge rate applied to the cells. Now let's draw another object and use the other parameter to assign the recharge rate to the rest of the cells. I'm going to draw it so that its edge doesn't line up exactly with the first object. And we'll assign recharge parameter 2 and use a multiplier of 1. Okay, now let's see what values are assigned to the cells. In the places where the center of the cell isn't inside either object, no recharge rate is defined and the cells are white. In the places where the center of the cell is inside both objects, the recharge rate is determined by the sum of the recharge rates for both parameters. Now let's draw the second object again, but this time the edges of the objects will line up exactly. Just delete the second object, and now I'm going to recreate it. To get the edges to line up, I hold down the Shift key on the keyboard when I create one of the vertices. I'm doing that now. Notice that when the cursor gets close to a vertex of the other object, it changes. A dot appears at the end of the arrow. I click with the Shift key held down, and that point is at exactly the same location as the vertex on the other object. I draw two more vertices, and now I hold the Shift key down again and double-click to finish the object. We'll assign the recharge parameter multiplier a value of 1. Click OK. Now all the cells have a value assigned by 1 and only one parameter, because these objects now have their edges lined up, so every cell is either inside one or the other, but not both. You can use the same procedure if you're removing the vertex of an object that already exists. I select one vertex, I move it, and now I'm going to try to move it back where it was. I hold down the Shift key, and I drag it, and again you'll notice that the cursor has changed when it gets close to the vertex of the other object. So I let go, and now they're lined up exactly.